Hi, I'm CNN meteorologist Jennifer Gray with an update on Hurricane Hilary. This is a Category 1 storm with winds of 85 miles per hour. This storm has already gone through what we call rapid intensification, when a storm increases 35 miles per hour within a 24-hour window, and could likely do it again within the next 24 hours. This could be a Category 3 storm as early as tonight and a Category 4 storm by tomorrow morning. So this one is strengthening very quickly. It's moving to the west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. So we do have tropical storm watches and warnings in place across the southern Baja Peninsula. So we are likely going to see more watches and warnings in place as this storm travels to the north. So we do have a couple of steering currents that is going to steer it very close to California. In fact, basically splitting this low and this high. It's basically going to go right in between over the next couple of days and track to the north. So this is going to impact Southern California. It's going to impact portions of Mexico as well. So on the latest forecast track, we have it a Category 4 storm all the way from Friday morning to Saturday morning. Starts to weaken by the time we get into Saturday evening, and then as it crosses over into Southern California, this could be a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm, bringing a lot of rain and a lot of wind with it. So the forecast wind gusts, very, very strong winds across Baja. And then by the time we get into Southern California, it looks like we'll see anywhere from 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, and bringing those all the way into, say, Vegas, getting some strong winds by the time we get into the early part of next week. Forecast rain accumulation, we could see as much as 2 to 4, possibly 5 or 6 inches of rain across Southern California. So this is going to be a very impactful storm, especially Sunday evening into Monday morning. Very few landfalls across California. You can see one in 1972, again 1978, and a very close call in 1971. But this one is going to have huge impacts across southern portions of California into Nevada by the time we get into the end of the weekend, early part of the week.
A new hurricane just formed in the Pacific, just south of the western U.S. Tropical storm Hilary became a hurricane early this morning as it whipped up winds off the coast of Mexico. Forecasters are warning that Hilary is rapidly growing stronger and could bring heavy rain to Southern California and the Southwest this weekend. Jim?
An entire capital city now ordered to evacuate as wildfires rage in Canada. The National Weather Service warns the toxic smoke could spread to cover the entire state of Minnesota here in the U.S. today. The smoke's so heavy you could see it from space. Look at that picture there. More than 200 fires have already burned a large area of the Northwest Territories, and as they creep toward the Canadian city of Yellowknife, officials are undertaking what they call the largest airlift in its history, because many highways across the territory are closed. CNN meteorologist Jennifer Gray. Jennifer, I mean, the images, they show the scope, the satellite images do, the video you're showing there, but also the images of that orange-colored, foreboding sky as a result of the smoke as well. Tell us the extent of this.
Yeah, it's really terrifying, Jim. And you know, this is such a rural area. This is part of the Northwest Territories of Canada. So when you tell someone to evacuate, there's really not a lot of choices on how to get out. So a lot of the locations, the fire is on both sides of the road, so people are having trouble. It is a terrifying situation, and all of that smoke, not only extremely dangerous for the folks in Canada, but it is coming down into the U.S. like we've seen periodically throughout the summer with other fires. So here is Yellowknife, and you can see from the satellite imagery, and you've been showing that as well, all of the smoke, poor air quality all over portions around the fire, which is in extreme northern sections, and then just falling down to the south into the U.S. And so that's where we see those air quality alerts for portions of Minnesota. Here's Yellowknife right there, and you can see all of the fires burning around. So you can see how people could get trapped in that region and trying to find a way out, because we have so many fires and more fires are igniting by the day. So we are going to see rounds of rain, wind around this region. So the rain definitely helps. If there are lightning strikes, that doesn't help. And of course, the wind is something that is not going to be in favor for the firefighters as well. But the winds are going to stay at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts a little bit higher all the way through Saturday, Jim.
Yeah, and of course, smoke knows no borders as it comes this way as well. Jennifer Gray, thanks so much.